Hi everyone. Well, I'm out in the garden this morning with a cup of coffee, just picking a few strawberries for breakfast. Now, if this is your first time joining me on a coffee walk video, what I like to do is make it a habit every day to walk around the garden with a cup of coffee just to enjoy it. I mean, sometimes we get so busy in the garden, we forget to stop and enjoy the beauty that we've created all around us. Can you relate? So on this morning's coffee walk, what I wanted to talk about is how to propagate or root strawberries from cuttings. It's very easy to get free strawberry plants for your garden. And I absolutely love growing strawberries. I know a lot of you are growing them too. They're so fresh and juicy and absolutely delicious when you grow your own. So let's head over to another strawberry plant that is growing some runners for a few tips this morning. Well, what is it about the garden that makes your coffee taste so good? So I hope you'll grab a cup and join me this morning. You guys might know that I really like to grow my strawberries in crate towers. Not only does it save a ton of space, but the strawberries also really like the good drainage that the crates provide. So all you need to do is grab yourself a few crates at Target or Walmart or on Amazon, line them with landscape fabric or the super handy Smart Pots crate liners like we showed on the strawberry kale crate tower video. Fill them with soil. You can add drip irrigation if you want. Stack them up and off you go. So the strawberries you're going to harvest are absolutely delicious, so tasty when you grow your own. But let me show you what the runners look like and how easy it is to get free plants and root them right here in your towers. Well, as you can see, Mac is totally unimpressed by my strawberry tips this morning. Well, I've been harvesting from the strawberry crate tower delicious berries all season long, and it is starting to produce some runners. So in case you're not familiar with what a strawberry runner is, it's this shoot that comes out from a lot of strawberry plants at some point during the growing season, and it does produce a little root or a little plant on the bottom with which you can create a free plant. Now, if you're growing your berries and really focusing on fruit production, you want to snip these runners right at the base of the plant so that all the plant's energy goes into producing fruit, not new plants. But what you can do if you'd like some free plants is you can root this plant right here in the crate or in your garden bed. So all you have to do to root a strawberry runner is leave it connected to the mother plant and just stick it in some soil. It's as easy as that, no kidding. So I just have a little empty spot here in my crate. You can also do the same thing in your garden bed, and I just want to press it down in there in the soil. Remember, I'm leaving this connected to the mother plant, and I'm going to hold it in place just with a little paper clip so it doesn't fall out. So it definitely needs that soil contact to develop some good roots. So I'm just going to unbend my little paper clip. You can also use bobby pins if you want to. Just use whatever you can around your house. And I'm going to just attach it in there. And in about a week or so, it's going to grow some roots. You can give it a little tug to see if it's nice and secure in there. When you feel a little bit of a pull, it's going to be ready to separate from its mother. Kind of sad, but it's going to grow on its own now. So I did root some of these runners maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. So let's see if they're ready to separate. I'm going to give them a little tug. So this one you can see still feels pretty loose. So I'm going to leave that one attached for now. You can see the mother plant is right over here. This one, here's the mother plant over here. Let me follow it along. This one seems to be giving a bit more resistance. You can see a little leaf growing out. So I think I'm going to go ahead and separate that one, let it grow on its own. And all you have to do to separate it is just give it a little snip. I'm going to snip this little runner off. And there you have it. We've got a brand new strawberry plant right over here. So I'll be checking this one over the next week or so to see if it's ready to separate. We've got some more runners right down here. So I think I'll go ahead and root this one down at the bottom here. Got another little hole. And this time I'm going to use a little bobby pin to root it. Stick it right in there. Stick the bobby pin in. And there we have it. I do get a lot of questions on how to keep strawberries producing all season long. First huge tip is use shade cloth when the temperatures hit 85 degrees. Strawberries don't like to get too hot. So what I like to do to keep it really simple is just keep a piece of shade cloth attached to the back of my towers. That way when the temperatures go over 85, I can just flip the shade cloth over and really protect them from the heat. The other thing is strawberries, especially when you're growing in containers, really need regular fertilizing. So every 10 days to 2 weeks, I give them a nice dose of the Vermistera worm tea, and it really does help keep them producing. Try it, you're gonna absolutely love it, and your berries will too. Now, the third thing that a lot of people don't realize is there are different types of strawberries that produce at different types of the year. First of all, there's June bearing, which do like to send out a lot of runners, by the way, but they typically only produce one crop a season, usually in the late spring or in June. They produce for a couple of weeks, nice large berries, but then they're pretty much done. The second type of strawberries that you can plant are called everbearing. Typically they have two crops, one in the spring, summer, and another one in the late summer, early fall, and maybe a couple of berries in between. The third type of berry that you can plant are called day neutral, and typically they produce berries all season long, although the berries are much smaller. So be smart about it and plant some berries of each type so that you can have berries all season long. So comment below, let me know if your strawberry plants are shooting out runners and if you're going to be rooting them for some free plants this season. Well, a good website I found with some great strawberry variety information is strawberries.org. I'll put a link to it in the video description. Thanks so much for joining me on today's Coffee Walk. Make sure you take your coffee walks this week. We'll see you on the next video.